2014 will go down as the warmest year around the globe in recorded history.
2015 was the hottest year since climate records began.
Figures show this July was the single hottest month in recorded history.
Australia sweltered through its hottest spring on record.
The phenomenon was a short-term trigger to a long-term global warming caused by human activity.
Climate change is now affecting every country on every continent.
It's the rate that's of great concern.
And what do you put that rate down to, Bill?
Oh, it's human activity.
I think it's ridiculous. We have bigger problems right now, and it'll get cooler, it'll get warmer. It's called weather.
I do not believe that human activity is causing these dramatic changes to our climate the way these scientists are portraying.
1.2 million people died because of the pollution put up into the air.
This is a result of climate change. It's only going to get worse. This is a big problem, and it's not going to go away.
The debate is over. Climate change is real. It is already causing major problems. And if we do not act boldly and decisively, a bad situation will become worse.
As a UN messenger of peace, I have traveled all over the world for the last 2 years documenting how this crisis is changing the natural balance of our planet. I have seen cities like Beijing choked by industrial pollution, ancient boreal forests in Canada that have been clear-cut, and rainforests in Indonesia that have been incinerated. In India, I met farmers whose crops have been literally washed away by historic flooding. In America, I've witnessed unprecedented droughts in California and sea level rise flooding the streets of Miami. In Greenland and in the Arctic, I was astonished to see that ancient glaciers are rapidly disappearing, well ahead of scientific predictions. All that I have seen and learned on my journey has absolutely terrified me. There is no doubt in the world scientific community that this is a direct result of human activity and that the effects of climate change will become astronomically worse in the future. Our planet cannot be saved unless we leave fossil fuels in the ground where they belong. Now think about the shame that each of us will carry when our children and grandchildren look back and realize that we had the means of stopping this devastation, but simply lacked the political will to do so. Yes, we have achieved the Paris Agreement. More countries have come together here to sign this agreement today than for any other cause in the history of humankind, and that is reason for hope. But unfortunately, the evidence shows us that it will not be enough. A massive change is required right now, one that leads to a new collective consciousness, a new collective evolution of the human race, inspired and enabled by a sense of urgency from all of you. We can congratulate each other today, but it will mean absolutely nothing if you return to your countries and fail to push beyond the promises of this historic agreement. Now is the time for bold, unprecedented action. It is time to declare no more talk, no more excuses, no more 10-year studies, no more allowing the fossil fuel companies to manipulate and dictate the science and policies that affect our future. The world is now watching. You will either be lauded by future generations or vilified by them. You are the last best hope of Earth. We ask you to protect it, or we and all living things we cherish are history.
The Students' Innovation Competition on Sustainable Energy 2017, as part of the Sustainable Energy Actions campaign, was launched in January 2017 by the local area development program, implemented by the United Nations Development Programme and funded by the European Union. The competition encouraged projects that led to saving of energy and natural resources, fight climate change, and bring innovative and creative ideas and solutions. 50 projects were received and evaluated by an expert panel divided in 4 categories: resource conservation and/or energy efficiency, transport in cities, renewable energy sources, and smart technologies.
Here is Kurdistan region, which is located in northern part of Iraq. It is differentiated from other parts of Iraq by its beautiful nature. There is about 6 million population, and also different types of vehicles are used by them for transportation. Therefore, a lot of fuel is consumed daily, which is one of the main factors of polluting its environment by the CO2 emission. In our project, which is known as Converting with Straw to Bioethanol, prevents the CO2 emission by its adding to the fuel. The production capacity of wheat straw is in high level according to the Administration Office of Statistics, which is about 1.68 million tons annually. This motivated us to have a plan to realize such a project in Kurdistan. In order to make the project to be much more realistic, we recommended to establish it in Erbil province. The product capacity in Erbil is about 520,000 tons annually. The process comprises of 4 steps. First, the straw is treated with stem under high pressure, which is reduced to fiber bundles. The second step, here the enzymes release all the sugars available in the straw and converts them to respective monomers. Next, the sugar solution produced in step 2 undergoes fermentation. Special organisms take up all the sugars at the same time and convert them to ethanol, which is initially dissolved in water. The step 4, the ethanol purification. The ethanol is extracted from the water. This is normally achieved through distillation. My name is Jed, founder of the project. Our mission is to make environment less polluted.
Hi everyone. The name of the project, Solar Water Heating System. Firstly, we talk about the idea of project. The idea of the project has been chosen because of the shortage of electricity power in our area. And to solve this problem, we used solar system for heating the water as a substitutional power which is available in abundance if it's to be used. The project is very useful and important for Kurdistan region. The project is basically laboratorial. The project part, an iron base with the black color. The collector, the outside part is blue and the inside part is black. Tank, 40 multiply 100 cm with the white color. Glass, 0.4 cm. Copper pipes, headers 2.2 cm and risers 1.6 cm. Insulator is foam duct. By applying the project, the readings reached 70 CDZ in April. The project cost $380. It is to be maintained that the project could be stabilized even cheaper than it is sold in markets.
ceremony was held on the 20th of September 2017 at the University of Kurdistan Hawler in Erbil. Recognition was given to innovative projects that suggested green solutions, such as less consumption of energy, reduction of CO2 and greenhouse emissions, alternative sources of energy, utilizing waste, and at the same time having a socio-economic impact. Ms. Clarice Pastori, head of the EU Liaison Office in Erbil, handed over the awards to the top 2 projects in the renewable energy category. University students applied individually and in teams because the competition encouraged students working together and with their mentors to show collaborative efforts in solving some of today's global challenges such as climate change.
To share with you our green dream about generating electricity and yet enjoying a clean environment despite utilizing natural gas as the resource in my beloved land.
It's well known for its abundant oil and gas as well as water and reservoir, and great soil and climate for agriculture. Unfortunately, the natural gas of several wells are delivered to flares and burned in the free air due to lack of technology and industry in the region. The gas is burned in this way, and the released product of the flare are harmful for human, animals, and nature as well.
By fulfilling our project, the chemical energy of these existing precious natural gases will become suitable to be transformed into electrical energy. We believe that the raw gas from wells, after being gathered and purified, should be stored in certain small or big units depending on demand. So such clean gas will be used as fuel of a range of generators so that eventually the electricity needs from the house up to a nearby village can be satisfied.
Project will not only keep the environment clean from pollution, but also provide electricity to the houses of the region. So,
let's go green Kurdistan!
Hello everyone, I will present my project which is about guidelines to apply green building system in University of Dhaka Campus, College of Special Planning and Applied Science Building as a case study. This project is written and prepared by me. My name is Hussein Hassan and my supervisor Dr. Mahal Malaika. Introduction. What is green building? Green building on university campus is a prime phenomena associated environmentally sustainable future because it permits for important decreases within the footprint generated by a university. We see here internationally Cape Town University and Harvard University using these systems, while the Dhaka University campus there is no using of such system till now. Project objectives. First, reaching planning guidelines to green existing Dhaka University campus. Second, improving awareness toward a greener university campus. Project concepts, I studied green campus. Second, environmental sustainability, and within this concept I studied International United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, locally Dhaka strategic plan for 2016 till 2018. Third, green building rating system. Fourth, LEED rating system, and others. Current problem, no application of a green building system in Dhaka University campus till now, so that the significance of this project is trying to find out the suitable systems of using and applying green building system in Dhaka University campus. And finally, I suggested a roadmap for the Dhaka University campus to be implemented in short-term plan, which is consists of 4 main parts under the title Learn It, then Guide It, as in this figure. Thanks for attention.
Waste management is one of the main problems in Kurdistan region, due to the lack of waste management and absence of waste recycling. The only used methods are either waste burying or burning, which cause the pollution in order to protect our environment and to recycle them into more useful forms. The goal of this project is to create clean energy system for the cost-effective conversion of a wide variety of biomass feedstocks into synthetic fuel, electricity, or hydrogen. The proton power systems are financially viable at a relatively small scale, making them easy to locate close to feedstock supply. The process saves businesses on capital and production costs and promises a greener tomorrow. This core technology, referred to as cellulose to hydrogen power, CHYPE, is ideal for clean energy applications such as distributed or central station electrical power generation, hydrogen production, or producing synthetic diesel fuel. Co-products are biochar, which has valuable agricultural and industrial uses.
In the resource conservation category, the awarded projects had the honor to receive the awards from Mr. Ali Sindhi, KRG Minister of Planning. The ceremony was full of joy and live music and performances in between the awards.
Making the city of Sulaimani smarter. The world's population living in cities is expected to reach 70% by 2050. Sulaimani city, like any other cities, is becoming more populated, which led to rise in many issues like pollution, health, more energy consumption, traffic congestion, safety. So, what is the solution? Yeah, smart cities. A step to the future for making cities more livable and more alive by integrating multiple information and communication technology to improve the city's performance, assets management, and citizens' engagement and participation. We will take Salem Street as an example to apply the smart solutions on, which can represent all streets in Sulaimani, beginning by awareing people to these issues in Smart City by organizing events, seminars, workshops, and others. Then to apply smart strategies like changing the street light from HPS to LED can save 50 million IQ per year, besides of gathering information. Self-organizing traffic light reduce time delay as well as fossil fuel consumption. Smart bus powered by hydrogen fuel cell technology, which is environmentally friendly and sustainable public transportation solution. Smart parking helps drivers find parking spaces more quickly and empowers cities to manage their parking resources more effectively. Smart street pavement, which converts solar energy into electricity and can save about $2.3 million a year. As the result, better quality of life, more reliable services, reduction of CO2, which leads to less probability to global warming, improving the environment, better public transportation, reducing cost of its services, and creating sources of renewable energy.
Hi, this is Hama. Do you know how much waste do you have in Slimani? Every day we have 1,200 waste plus 930 tons that puts in Tangier Lake. Do you know this massive amount of waste causes what? Do you know the rate of cancer increases in Slimani? Do you know the rate of methane gas are increasing and cause global warming? Do you know the natural resources of Kurdistan are in danger? Do you know till now we depend on fossil fuels for generating electricity? So, what's the solution? Don't worry, the solution is simple. The solution is to create a station on the Tangier River and using biomass from 3 resources, which are sewer waste, landfill waste, refinery oil waste. From these 3 resources, we can generate electricity, LFG, heating power. We can produce 486 megawatts from all these wastes, and it is 8 times cheaper than fossil fuel. It solves the problem of CO2 emission. So, don't waste your waste.
Mr. Nauzad Ali Hadi, Governor of Erbil, handed over the awards in the Smart Technologies.
I'm Salar.
And I'm Levy.
We can't wait to tell you about our project,
Greenistan.
Here's a brief introduction to the project Green Miles, which is about transportation in cities. The idea is constructing 25 kilometers of cycling tracks in Duhok, also placing solar panel roofs along 15 kilometers of the tracks. This will protect cyclers from extreme weather and produce 8.64 gigawatts of electricity per year, which will be used to power nearby streetlights, saving the government $12 to $27 million every year. In the non-sunny areas, a recycled plastic roof will be placed along the remaining 20 kilometers. The project also includes replacing 8 to 9 traditional traffic lights with modern roundabouts, which are much more efficient and safer. According to our estimation, in 5 years, 25% of car owners will switch to use bicycles, and 500 million kilograms of carbon dioxide gas will be reduced. Also, it will save 167 million liters of petrol. Leave a like to show your support, and thanks for watching. Ms. Isabella Uribe, head of the UNDP office in Erbil, awarded one project in the Transportation Cities category. Among a total of 12 great and breakthrough projects, including some of international importance, 7 winners were announced and received financial incentives to keep up the good work. The most exciting award was the People's Choice Award, where people had the opportunity to cast their vote prior and during the ceremony for the projects they liked the most. The winning projects was announced at the end of the ceremony with the number of likes they received on the Sept Facebook page. The People's Choice Award was presented by the Governor of Erbil. At the end, we left them a small souvenir as a present, a solar charger for mobile devices, to remind them that they can use smart energy because the sun is free. The local area development program believes in youth and youth energy, innovation and creativity. This small initiative invested in raising awareness of global issues that youth face in their everyday lives and in preparing them to look for practical solutions. We were very happy to observe that the engagement rates were high and the competition very intense.